Hello everyone, welcome back to the PM Computing channel. This is Paul. Today I had something a little different for you guys. What I want to do is show you a system upgrade I've done to my computer. I've actually rebuilt my components into a new chassis. You see right here we've got a new Carbide, Corsair Carbide Air 540. It's a really unique case design. This particular system, the case lets you build your system into two different compartments. It's got a backside over here for putting your drives and cabling in, and it makes cable management super easy. And on this side is all your high-powered components. Makes it really good for airflow. Lots of fans on the front, pushing a lot of air through the system, and it keeps everything nice and cool. Also purchased a new Corsair H60 liquid cooler. As you can see, the radiator right there. MSI GTX 1070 Ti right there. And we go take a look over here. You can see the boxes for these components. This card has 8 gigabytes of memory, DirectX 12 compatible, core clock of 1.6 gigahertz, and a memory clock of 4 gigahertz. Over here we've got the H60, fairly basic water cooling closed loop system, 120 millimeter radiator. I do plan to put another fan on this for a push-pull configuration and increase the cooling capabilities a little bit, although temperatures right now are pretty good at about 35 Celsius in any given situation. And lastly, I had a new monitor. I got a new 24.5 inch HP Omen 144 Hz gaming display. This monitor is actually really nice. It's got a super fast response time, and it's got a very high frame rate. I'm playing Doom at averages about 130-140 frames per second in a given situation, so it's pretty impressive. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and kill the camera here, and we'll get started on some gaming. Okay, so here you can see we have MSI Afterburner, so I'm going to go ahead and go into my overclocked profile. So I'm going to launch this one, and this particular profile boosts the core clock to 1607 and 4404 on the memory. Actually, the boost clock on this goes a little closer to 1800 when it's got a full load on it. And with that, I'm going to check my CPU settings. I've actually overclocked my Core i7 4770K from 3.5 gigahertz to 4.2 just by increasing the multiplier, not increasing the bus speed. I don't want to freak out my components and cause crashes, so I generally keep that at stock default and just increase the multiplier to overclock it. So I'm going to minimize that, and I've actually got Doom running here, so I'm going to launch into Doom. And before I actually do that, you take a look at the video settings here. Now I'm actually running this outside of the spec for this monitor. The monitor's got a native resolution of 1080p, but I'm running the game right now on 1440p. Everything is turned on to max. I have vertical sync turned off. This is actually a FreeSync monitor, but because NVIDIA isn't compatible with FreeSync, I have vertical sync turned off, and the frame rates are much better that way. And if we go into advanced, you can see I'm running the Vulkan API, which is one of the main reasons why I'm using Doom to test this video card, because I really wanted a good way of testing the Vulkan API on my video card just to see how well it runs, and wow, it's pretty impressive. So you can see absolutely everything in here is turned up to max, and I'm going to jump into this level that I'm playing right now just so you can see. I have the stats turned on so you can see the frame rate, and we'll see how this looks. So here we go. Playing the game on ultra violence. You're hitting about 160 frames a second at any given time. can see, as long as it's in the game, we're hitting about over 100 frames per second at 1440p. So this video card is actually holding up really well. Go through it one more time. Splatter. This game is so vicious. I love it. Through the chest, that was nasty. So as you can see, the system's having no problems getting over 100 frames per second on the highest settings at 1440p. So since we can see the Doom is having no problems running this, let's try Crysis. We're going to go back to Crysis 1 for a minute, being my favorite game and all. Let's see, I'm going to go to it manually just to make sure I launch it correctly. I love Crysis. I so wish we would have a remastered version of Crysis. A new game would be even better, but given the lackluster sales of the last couple of entries in the franchise, I really don't see that happening at all. Which is a shame, because it started out as such a good series. When they decided to water it down for the consoles, that was the beginning of the end of the franchise. Okay, so you can see we're still at 1440p, VSync is turned off, and everything is set to very high. It's going to load up this game. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Okay.
I'm moving into the village now. I'll provide support.
And I believe the console command is our show. No, our display info, I believe it is. There we go. You can see the frames per second in the upper right there. We're running about 120 plus right now. Objective is this way.
Energy critical. Maximum armor. Maximum speed.
What the hell? I'm not sure if that was a minor physics glitch, but I'll do this again.
This is Psycho. I'm moving into the village now. I'll provide support.
Swim to shore this time. We actually dipped down to 50 frames a second. Yeah, I think all the stories about this game not being well optimized are pretty much true.
Maximum speed.
Still at 60 frames a second or something right now, so yeah, we're dipping a lot.
This is Psycho. I'm moving into the village.
So as you can see, can it run Crysis is still a thing, as we're even having trouble on modern hardware running this at 1440p. So just a couple of things I wanted to show you. This hardware is pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Video card prices still being a little high. I paid about $600 for this graphics card. I should have only had to pay about $450, so that's the thing to keep in mind. This monitor, however, was a serious bang for the buck. I got it for $189 at Best Buy, and this monitor is worth every bit of its full price of $279. It's a really, really nice display. I would recommend it to anybody. Fast refresh rate, response time is really good. It's advertised at 1 millisecond. I don't really believe that. I actually ran a Blurbusters UFO test on it and came out at about 3.4 milliseconds, which still isn't the end of the world. So definitely recommended there. But yeah, let me know if you want more videos like this one. I'll be happy to do some more reviews, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.